Get ready to dive into the ocean of knowledge. Hello friends, welcome to the Insight Knowledge channel. Today, I want to take you on a journey where many of your deepest questions may finally find answers. This is not just a story, it is an exploration of the Ashtavakra Gita, the path of pure witnessing, the state of being a silent observer. Right now, pause for a moment and notice. What are you doing? Maybe you're holding your phone, maybe you're sitting somewhere quietly, but here's the real question. Who is aware of all this? Who knows that you are sitting, that you are listening right now? That is the witness. Thousands of years ago, there was a king, King Janaka, powerful, wise, and deeply respected. Yet, within him burned a longing, a deep desire to understand liberation, to know the ultimate truth. He sought answers from many teachers, studied countless scriptures, but nothing could quench his inner thirst. Then one day, something extraordinary happened. A sage entered his court. His name was Ashtavakra, but he didn't look like what people expected a sage to be. His body was crooked, bent in 8 places. As soon as people saw him, they burst into laughter. The entire court mocked him. And then, something surprising happened. Ashtavakra started laughing too. King Janaka was puzzled. He asked, "Why are you laughing?" Ashtavakra replied, "I thought I had entered a court of wise men, but I see only traders of skin. Everyone here is looking at my body, but no one is seeing me." That one sentence shook the king. In that moment, something awakened within him. He bowed down and said, "Teach me. I want to know. Who am I?" And thus began the teaching of the Ashtavakra Gita. Ashtavakra said to Janaka, "You are not the body. You are not the mind. You are not your thoughts. You are the one who is aware of all of this. You are the witness, the observer." This is not just philosophy, it is a way of living. Right now, as you listen to me, thoughts are arising in your mind. Some you agree with, some you don't. But have you noticed who is watching these thoughts? That is the witness. When you feel happy, who knows that happiness is present? When you feel sad or anxious, who is aware of it? Emotions cannot observe themselves. Thoughts cannot watch themselves. So who is it? The witness. Ashtavakra explains something profound. You are not what comes and goes. You are what remains. Think about your childhood. Your body was different, your thoughts were different, your emotions were different. Everything has changed. But something has remained the same. That sense of I am, that silent presence, that awareness. That is your true nature. To explain this, Ashtavakra gives a beautiful metaphor. He says, "You are the ocean, and the world is like waves. Waves rise and fall, but the ocean remains unchanged." In the same way, in your life, waves of success, failure, happiness, sadness, love, and fear will continue to come and go. But if you remain as the witness, you are the ocean. No wave can shake you. Now you might ask, this sounds beautiful, but how do I live this in real life? Ashtavakra's answer is incredibly simple. Just observe. When anger arises, don't say I am angry. Instead, notice. Anger is present. See the difference? I am angry means you have become the wave. Anger is present means you are the ocean, simply watching. When fear or anxiety comes, don't get lost in it. Just observe it as a sensation, as thoughts passing through, and something magical happens. The moment you observe without judgment, the emotion begins to lose its power, because emotions survive only when you identify with them. The moment you create distance, you create freedom. Ashtavakra also says something deeply liberating. You are already free. You don't have to become free. You only have to stop believing that you are bound. This is the essence of the spiritual journey. In truth, there is no journey, because what you are seeking, you already are. The problem is not that you are bound. The problem is that you have mistaken yourself to be something limited. You think you are your name, your body, your job, your identity. And when these are challenged, you suffer. But in the state of witnessing, you realize these are just experiences, and you are the one aware of them. Ashtavakra teaches, live in the world, but let the world not live in you. King Janaka himself was a perfect example. He was a king, surrounded by responsibilities, yet established in awareness. He didn't renounce the world, he renounced false identification. And that is the true beauty of this teaching. When you begin to live this way, something incredible happens. Your problems may not disappear, but your relationship with them transforms. Earlier you said, "This is my problem." Now you see, a problem is present. Earlier you were trapped, now you are free. The witness remains untouched by praise or criticism. This doesn't mean you stop feeling, you will feel everything, but you will no longer be lost in it. Praise will come, you will experience it. Criticism will come, you will experience it. But deep within, you will know. These are just passing clouds. And as this awareness deepens, the ego begins to dissolve. Because the ego is nothing but a collection of identities. I am smart, I am better, I am successful. But as the witness, there is no comparison. You begin to see that the same consciousness exists in everyone. Different forms, but the same essence. Ashtavakra declares, you are not the doer, you are not the experiencer, you are the witness, you are free. Remember this. This message was not only for King Janaka. It is for you, for me, for all of us. We are already free. We just need to remember. So from this moment, begin, observe, witness, be aware, and watch how your life begins to transform. Because when you become the ocean, no wave can disturb you. If this message brought even a little peace or clarity within you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with Insight Knowledge. And most importantly, share your experience in the comments, because your journey can inspire someone else. We are all connected. We are all one. Until next time, stay calm, stay aware, and keep experiencing the infinite within you. Thank you.